the one that I read last week.
Okay.
Man.
Man.
Your dad's blind. Your stepdad's blind, sorry.
Yeah, legally, no.
Mugshot.
I did re-listen to that episode while I was driving back from... I think it was when I was driving back from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I liked that episode.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. I did get a couple critiques on it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, some people like video games, some people don't.
Okay.
Fuck them. Stop it!
I'm sorry.
This program is intended for a mature audience. If you are not 18 years old, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. If you are offended by any content herein, that is your own problem, as you have been warned. Do not try this at home.
Release the Kraken!
Because I am ready, and I will not let this opportunity slip through my fingers. Cup of coffee, man, yeah. Man! Wow, man!
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it!
Oh, I am enjoying this.
Get on with it!
Yes, and that is exactly what we shall be doing right now. We will be getting on with it. I am your announcer, Henry Strader. This is Bad Habits Network. This episode is brought to you in part by Ideal Vapor LLC. Great location in Portage, Wisconsin. Also online every single day of the week. There's postings on Facebook to tell you what the national... Fucking kids. What the great discount of the day is. Check them out. www.idealvaporllc.com. Ideal Family. You gotta hashtag that. Ideal Vapor Family. Why are you reading this, Gary? No, I'm not reading it, Henry. You're fucking reading it. Oh, I quit.
Hi, Rose.
Hi.
Rose.
So welcome to the show, guys. It is Bad Habits Network. Tonight is Monday Night COVID, episode number 18. 18.
Yeah, oh my God, my heart stopped. I thought we were going to have to do this another 2 weeks. Oh, good. I'm glad to see that we're running side by side. Only a slight delay.
Yes, indeed, only slightly. And we have our first chat in the room, too. J-Mac, speaking of video games, y'all hear about Mario having something like 250 hidden secret levels?
Wait, were we... were we recording before?
Yeah!
I knew it! That was what I wanted to say when I forgot what I was going to say. Fucking that goes with the theme. Gary was recording before we even started doing the music. Oh my God, I just can't keep it together. What? Now I'm thinking, what did I say? I could have implicated myself, and now it's just in the ether of the internet.
No,
I can only thank that we only have 5 listeners.
10. 10. We've gone up in numbers since last week.
Shrinking by 1 every week.
Yes.
Hey, guys, I'm Dalton Pfeiffer.
Yes, thank you. And with us also again is the lovely Monica.
Sup?
I did check her levels before the show, so you all should be able to hear her fine this time.
I like to whisper.
You like to not talk.
Well, that too.
I think, at this point, she's already said more than she did last time she was here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, psychopath, serial killers.
Serial path.
You're a serial path.
Yeah.
You leave little trails like Hansel and Gretel of fucking Cheerios.
Well, I get lost.
I'm picturing Mike Tyson going, I like thick men.
It's like this.
I like sick men.
Sick men. Oh my God. That's Monica right there. I like sick men.
I like them sick and I like them thick.
Dahmer was skinny. Shit.
Yeah, well, he was also gay, so I never could have made that work.
Get out of the shower and slick your hair back. You might
at
look like a
least
12-year-old boy.
He did all the cooking, so I mean, we could have gotten it. We could have got it done.
Nailed it. Sous vide.
Fucking gross. I don't have anything to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm jealous of Dahmer, okay? She's got an interest in him.
And Gacy, and Geen, and...
Camper.
Thank you.
Camper. Oh, Camper's
Camper.
a special boy.
There's one who's...
Camper.
I was going to say, there's one who's not really celebrated too much.
Oh, he's a fun guy.
Yes, please indulge.
Yeah, Kemper didn't really get big until Mindhunter came out.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was fun. Like, not everybody skull fucks their mom's head after they decapitate her. You know, he's got a little something special.
Norman Bates, got it.
Right in that neck hole.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hot.
Very vulgar. But I mean, the actor
Bold
that they
move.
got...
Let's see if it pays off, Cotton.
I mean, the dude's written his own book, so I mean, if you want to check that shit out.
Pass.
Well, like Monica told me that he recorded his own audiobooks.
Yeah, he did. He worked for a company where he recorded audiobooks while he was in prison, so you can have Kemper read to you.
Huh.
That's a bedtime story for you.
I'm trying to think of what the name of that company would be.
Well, they have Psychopath Records already, so... Darn.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm drawing a blank. I will write one down.
You know who wasn't drawing a blank? That cop that shot your stepdad.
I don't have an update on him, but, I mean...
Update, he's still been shot in the eye.
Update, he's still a fucking idiot. Oh, my God. Well, before we get on to the big topic that I have planned for today...
Oh, yes.
Do you guys have anything you want to talk about?
Ideal Vapor LLC. Check them out online. It's a .com. Great people.
Okay.
We're probably going to be upgrading the studio soon, thanks to them.
Oh, yeah.
With the next couple of ventures we got going on.
Do you want to talk about that?
We can. Ladies first on that one.
Not like I ever want to talk. No.
But you want to go magnet fishing.
I do want to go magnet fishing. That does sound fun.
The magnet is coming tomorrow.
Yes.
As well as the grappling hook. You're probably going to be more into the grappling hook knowing you.
Yes, you're just going to have to stay down here tomorrow.
To being Batman.
I was thinking Go Gadget.
Oh,
no. But the kids inspired something stupid in me, and I did it. And we're going to do it.
Okay.
Because the area we live in is quite historical. And I know they've done scuba diving in certain areas, like the flooded rock quarry of Kiwanis Pond.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just sitting there thinking, it's like, how many people go rescue, like, treasure hunting?
Yeah, like, I'd really like to do that. And last time I was here, we were just watching a bunch of those videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw a dude, and I don't really believe it, but the dude pulled out, like, 6 fucking Apple Watches from a river.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he was scuba diving in the river or something like that.
I'm sure that it was, like, a place that was similar to Sugar River.
Yes, very much so.
Lots of tubers. And actually,
Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, he had another video where a bunch of tubers were going down, and he ended up finding a guy's phone.
On spot.
Yeah,
Nice.
like he was still there. And yeah, like I'd really love to do that kind of like discovery shit.
Yeah, so I guess tomorrow, once the package get here, I'm going to have to, like, keep it away from phones and shit like that and teach kids safety with magnets and TVs. Thank God we got LCDs and not tube TVs no more. Jesus Christ.
There's an episode of F is for Family where they do that.
Mm-hmm. Good fucking show. And great fucking comic, too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite rants he ever did was...
the Philadelphia one?
Well, that was what put him on the map again.
Yeah.
My favorite one was when the Yankees won the World Series again. He's like, oh, yeah, a bunch of fucking ragtag guys fucking came from nothing, humble beginnings. Fuck yeah, they deserve this shit. I'm sitting there going, oh, my God.
What's up, Rose? You want to get on a microphone?
He hated people. Still does. Bill Burr, by the way, folks.
What's up?
Okay.
Oh, you need to eat?
Yeah, it's been a weird day. We had that fucking huge-ass weird storm come through.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was fucking scary. I'm glad that you...
I was northbound. How was that scary? I missed all of it. I caught a little drizzle.
My God. It was so bad. My entire building was shaking. The thunder was so loud.
In Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, neat. I was in Oconto, Milwaukee, and it barely touched.
God. Yeah, I'm up on the 4th floor, and my window panes were shaking.
Cool.
It was kind of cool.
I was going to say, kind of, if I may correlate or relate, when I lived in Turkey, we had earthquakes, and I was in a nice studio apartment flat, and I kind of just went, you know what, fuck it, if it's my time, it's my time. I'll go if I go.
Yeah,
I've already died twice, what's a third time?
Yeah, I was looking at the radar, and I think Janesville actually got the worst of it.
Next to Chicago, who actually had a touchdown tornado. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm talking about like Wisconsin.
Fuck Illinois.
Fuck Illinois.
Fuck them and their COVID quarantines.
Fuck you and your legal marijuana.
Hey now.
No, it's more fun if it's illegal.
Enjoy that. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Cheaper, too.
Yeah, very much so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no taxes.
Yeah, those taxes will kill you.
Yeah, just like when you do acid. Taxes definitely kill you.
Yeah, the tax on acid is just ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
There's a tax on acid?
Oh, yeah. Wait till you see your liver tomorrow. Gatorade and purple orange juice. What the fuck is up with that?
That explains why I was peeing rainbow.
Nah, you were just still tripping.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So that was a good segue. Monica helped open my third eye, and she popped my LSD cherry on Friday.
You're welcome. Gary, you
What's
were
up? What's up,
perplexed.
Gary?
Oh, you said something that doesn't really correlate with what I was thinking. I was like, third eye, she had you try DMT? Or
No.
choked you during an orgasm? Got
Both.
it.
Oh, I mean,
Both.
if that's all it takes to open your third eye, consider it fucking crystal clear.
Near-death
I
experiences.
gave him some DMT and then I choked him while he orgasmed.
Oh, God, please,
Ben
yes.
Stein may as
Yeah.
well have been
Please,
standing
yes.
over me with fucking eye drops while she was choking me.
The
I was just seeing so clearly.
With a little bit of soul glow from Eddie Murphy.
Just astral projected into a different universe.
But yeah, no, I don't
raped you.
I don't know where to fucking start.
It.
She's doing it to you too, man, not just
Oh my
me.
God. I mean, yeah, no, I'll just sit here. No, go ahead. Keep going with your fucking throwing punches.
No.
We weren't throwing punches. We were throwing butt darts. Because I guess, I don't know.
Well, consider me butthurt.
Anyway, acid.
Ass. Ed.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. It was, you've been introducing me to psychedelics recently, like we did
Free your mind,
shrooms.
Yeah.
Free your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
love it.
shrooms a couple months ago.
You microdose shrooms. You haven't done a full dose yet still, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
Dude, full dose him.
It's just harder to find mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Right now?
Oh yeah. I've always had way more trouble finding mushrooms.
Oh, I
than
was going to say,
dabs.
when's normal growing season? Jesus.
Isn't it
This is
like
summer.
summertime?
Yeah.
This summer. Yeah.
Go fucking find some cow poop and harvest.
If only it were that easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a nice little experience, and
Yeah, shit in the garden. See what pops up. Give your nuts a tug and shit in the garden, Shorzy.
God, yeah, no, I don't really know where to start with the talking about the acid.
Start at the beginning, and when you get to the end, finish.
There you
Okay.
go.
You
Well-
took. Let's start from point A, which was, "Hey, Monica, I want to try acid," and Monica goes, "Oh boy!"
I mean, it was kind of more like Monica would let me know when she can get something, and I'm like, oh, tell me about that thing, and she'd tell me about it, and I'd be really interested in it because, like,
Yeah, that's how I got you with mushrooms. I was like, I got
Yeah.
these things. You
At a
see.
fire pit.
yeah,
No,
because I mean,
I'm teasing, folks. She never told us anything about the. She's like, it's planned. He was interested.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it wasn't like she didn't drug me or anything. She didn't slip me anything.
Just that one time.
Yeah, that's how you. When Harry met Sally.
Yeah, no, it was the
I
it was
roofied
the
him into dating me.
Smart choice.
it was the best Tinder date ever.
He doesn't remember much of it, but I mean, it was.
I was
going to
say, wouldn't it be Bumble since she approached you?
No, it was Tinder.
Okay.
Yeah, there was
Really?
there was a fire that
You
sparked
haven't learned
between
the
us.
first time?
No. I mean, on Bumble, girls just don't like to talk to me, so I have to make that move. I don't have one of those faces where it's like, you know what? That guy's pretty handsome. I want to talk to him.
Dude,
It's-
just show him your non-dad bod then. I have to say non-dad bod because you're not a dad.
Thank God.
But yeah, you have a dad bod.
It's a potential dad bod.
Oh, it's a
It's
pseudo.
the bod
Better
of a
not be.
potential bad.
It's a pseudo. It's a fur baby dad bod.
There, that makes more sense.
I like thick men. But yeah, no, and you've been really like a door-to-door salesman. You've been explaining like
Oh, no, really, I like to,
Hey, kid,
to take
you wanna
people
buy
on their
a
first
D?
trip.
yeah.
I like being a trip sitter. I like taking people on their first trips.
And she's really good
I
at
just
it.
always need a trip sitter.
Yeah, some people do.
I
Yeah.
do.
I've solo tripped a couple times.
It's
fun.
not easy for me.
It's
Some people
harder.
who, I was going to say, some people are calibrated to do so.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't solo trip until I'd done it like 6 times.
So, guys, Dalton tripped. And not over a stumble. He tripped over a fucking LSD. Was it the ant?
No.
Okay.
The ant?
Oh, there's specific blends and procedures and cooking and all this other shit. And some,
Oh, okay.
some are labeled with like an ant on the tab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't
no.
this one like a picture of
It
Mario?
It was.
Oh!
It was a giant Mario.
I hate you guys.
You want some? I can get some more.
That would be a horrible idea. When do we start?
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, fucking...
My
well,
schedule... Well, no, I got to do a show tomorrow. Shit.
That would be
Dude, I'll be there
interesting.
too.
Yeah, no, it's a taste test show. I can't do that on a taste...
You taste something.
Yeah, everything tastes like fucking wonder.
Yeah, no, we would end up extremely loving or extremely hating every single flavor.
I would probably fix my aversion to strawberry.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Or it would eat me alive.
I was gonna say, with my luck, it'd probably be like the black licorice special show. Everything just fucking
Oh,
sucks.
God, we'd have to have Jägermeister in the studio.
I love you so much.
You have all of my heart right now.
But yeah, no, so you've been selling it to me and
Selling it to you. I love that.
mentally selling it.
Oh,
You know, she's been selling the
you on
idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I sell it too.
Fucking shit.
Explaining it to me.
We are
like
not
how-
in the city of Janesville, nor are we in Wisconsin.
This is Cuba. Don't mind us.
We're in Amsterdam. Fuck off.
There's nothing to see here.
And like I've expressed an interest in trying psychedelics in the past, but I never really the timing was never right.
Yeah.
Like I could never get a hold of it. It always had to be someone else who gets a hold of it and then invites me to try it.
Okay. You're a Snoop Dogg. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so you got a hold of acid and it was a fun time.
I'm going to start sharing him the memes I come across where it's like, let's pretend we're all at a festival without being at a festival.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes. We're going to turn him into probably one of those camper guys.
Yeah.
I saw this picture, this meme.
weeb.
I saw this meme of a guy at a festival, and it's like when you and your boys are at a festival, and that one friend who always disappears. You find that one friend who always disappears, and he's like got paint all over him. He's in his underwear, and he's holding like a stuffed unicorn, and he's wearing like an eye patch.
I'm
and I was
seeing you
like,
do that with
that's
glasses
me.
on.
That's totally me. Well, and when I was a kid, I used to get lost all the time. Like I had when we were living at Jellystone campground, I had insomnia when I was a little kid. I'd just go on walkabout. Whenever my parents went shopping, I'd walk around because I always knew where the toys were, and they'd just fucking lose me. And like it still happens. And when I was in high school, we went to I think it was Tennessee to visit my brother when he was in basic training. And we went to the mall down there, and I just fucking disappeared. I was like, you know what? We're at a mall. I want to check out GameStop. So like a good little fucking navigator, I found the directory. I found fucking GameStop, and I went there, looked around. I didn't have money, so I came back, and they were my brother was standing there talking to a security guard, and he just does like this thing. I couldn't hear him. He does this thing. He holds his hand high above his head, and he's describing me. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm a missing person. And I go back there. This shit happens all the time. So I would definitely be the guy at a festival who just fucking disappears for a while.
I'm glad I just kept grabbing your hand and leading you places then.
Yeah.
Like, no, come on, we're gonna cross the street now.
And that very well would have happened. And I understand why people get into so many accidents when they're on acid, because you're just so engulfed in whatever it is that you're looking at that you forget that there are roads, that there are stop signs.
I kind of want to see what Dalton does when he goes through the K-hole.
What's the K-hole?
Oh,
Ketamine.
Ketamine. Oh, God. Special K.
I had a friend we called Special K in college.
We all have a friend we nicknamed Special K.
Yeah.
I'm a straight edge kid. I
Have him boof it.
I'm working on that.
I don't know anything about fucking...
Oh, poor baby.
But yeah, no, and I was nervous when we tried shrooms, and I was actually nervous when we tried acid, and
Sorry, I have to interrupt.
My son wanted to go to Disneyland with my underpaid job. He will have to settle with this.
And it's a baby doing a tab of acid.
Oh
Way
my
better than
fucking
Disney.
God.
Oh my god, I can't imagine Disney World on acid. That'd be too much.
I would get lost.
Well, we'd have to get you one of those child leashes like that kid we saw.
Just go wherever Goofy is. I'll follow him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a kid on a child leash while we were tripping.
Yeah, he was the coolest fucking kid. We were at the Milwaukee Art Museum, and we were just looking at everything, and we were staring out at the water.
Whoa. Back
not
the truck.
inside.
Okay.
Not inside the museum.
Okay, thank God you didn't do that.
No, that's too public for the first trip. We were outside.
That's too. I was gonna say that's too risky for the first trip.
No,
You might actually touch something.
No, we were outside.
Yeah,
we went out to look at the lakefront.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So this Karen had her kid on a leash by the lakefront?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pass on that and ruminate on the acid trip with the kid.
Yeah, well, and I was going to get to this, but...
My apologies for fast forwarding.
No, it's okay. Monica brought it up.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah, we were...
Fuck
we were,
you, Hammer, for bringing it up. Monica brought it up.
We were just on the edge, and we were staring
Yes.
out at the water, and I just hear this kid shouting, and I look down, and this kid's staring up at us, and he's like, "How did you get up there?" And I'm like, "We flew," and he's like, "Oh, cool, you can fly." And
It was very, very wholesome, very precious.
it was precious. The leash was disguised as a backpack of a dog.
Oh, yeah.
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 It
This-
just took a while for my brain to, like,
Process
formulate
anything?
what I was looking at. I was like, that child has a tail. No, that child is on a leash. No, that child's leash is a tail. It was a lot to process.
He was being drug around like a fucking sand by the tail.
Yeah. We went over by the art museum, and I don't know, do you know the Milwaukee Art Museum? It sings, like the cables outside
Yeah,
the museum sing.
Right, with the right wind conditions,
Yeah.
it'll get louder.
Yeah.
Or do a different harmony.
And we're,
Depending.
and we were standing there. I was like, "Do you hear the museum singing?" And he's looking at it. And he's like, "Oh, that's so cool." I'm like, "Yeah, so that's the art museum." He goes, "There's stuff inside there?"
Yeah, no,
Whoa,
no,
back
no,
up. Was
so
that
what
a legit, real fucking response?
Yeah.
It gets even better. It gets even better. Let me set it up. So
stuff
the Milwaukee
inside there?
so the Milwaukee Art Museum is shaped like a ship.
Oh, yes.
And like I was looking at the ship, and I was just so enamored with the look of the thing.
architecture.
And like I was staring at it, and then I turned to Monica and I just say, "Is there stuff inside there?"
Oh, you were so precious.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so pure. Too
Take him
pure.
to the house on the rock.
Oh, I've been to the house on the rock.
Yeah, you've seen it in reality.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my
till
god,
you
the
see it in
giant
ultra
shark,
reality.
the giant shark that they have in there would fucking
No,
creep me the fuck
no.
out.
What creeps you? Well, what creeped me out was the merry-go-round.
Oh yeah. Well, and so
You've done it.
I don't want to do that
And-
while I'm tripping.
Oh, it's like fucking Maple Story. It's like Maple Story and Animal Crossing caught a glitch and crossed over.
but no, like I really could
Some
not.
of you weebs know what fucking Maple Story is. Fuck off.
I do not.
Exactly.
But no, I could not go to the House of the Rock on acid because when I went there, I think I was like 15 or so I had stopped growing. So I was 6'5" when I went to the fucking
How'd that
the
go
House on
for
the
ya?
Rock.
Donk.
I was stepping so goddamn carefully because even though the thing has been there for like 100 years, you do not fucking trust the structural integrity of anything when you're 6'5" and 270 pounds.
Fair.
Ziplining.
That would be too much.
In
No
the bells?
gracias.
Well, I'm scared of heights. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Samesies.
Okay, so back up. You've tripped
Yeah.
and you didn't have the height?
No.
You didn't have the vertigo trip?
No.
Really?
I've never had that.
Ooh.
No.
What's that?
It's where
While you're tripping, you're like, you get vertigo. And
or you actually view yourself as getting taller.
Yeah.
Like you turn into fucking siren head height.
Yeah.
I had that when I first started wearing glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't wearing his glasses for a while. Yeah.
You poor thing.
Well, he took them off. It was his choice.
It was it was while we were at your apartment, not while we were
was that
walking
when
around.
before we left or when we came back?
It was when we came back. But so I want to go back and I want to build up to something because I did some writing while
Oh,
Yes.
Right.
I did some writing while I was tripping, and this was like what kick-started it. So
It was
when
just
we
as he started to really trip because we
Yeah.
took a walk. We were walking for a while to get towards the lakefront, And I was just walking around trying to find different little flower beds to stare at.
Well, the reason why we had to
I'm
take the
agree with
walk.
her. Flowers are awesome.
Oh, they were fucking awesome. But so while we were waiting for it to take effect, we were actually just hanging out at her apartment listening to music.
Okay.
And I started getting very lethargic. Like, my anxiety started building up, and
Yeah, you started shutting down.
I started shutting down. Like, I stopped enjoying anything just as it was starting to take effect.
Okay.
Like, and, you know, we were listening to music, and Monica just tells me, like, oh, look at the tapestry, look at the plants.
I got a Larry King at what music?
I don't remember what we were listening to. Probably Churches.
Yeah, we started listening to Churches, which I learned was Churches is like my go-to trip music because it's very upbeat, very happy. It gets me in a good mood, even
Okay.
you know, when I'm sober. And when I tried shrooms, Churches was like all we were listening to, and I found that I really enjoyed that. But I just wasn't getting into it, and I started feeling very lethargic. And you know, Monica told me to look at the tapestry, look at the plants, and you know, I tried looking at them, and I was like, I don't give a shit about the plants. I don't feel good. And
I'm gonna request that you guys look up Tipper or Tiny Face or Tiny Face by Tipper.
Tiny Face by Tipper.
Yeah.
Could you send me a link?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. But yeah, so then Monica...
Speaking of music, I apologize for that.
No, you're good. But then Monica suggests that we go for a walk. And at first I wasn't really into it because, you know, when you're depressed and you're in your shell, first thought is, I'm just going to sit. I'm going to sit here and just feel depressed. But
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I
No,
guarantee
absolutely
it.
not.
I guarantee it. When that fucking dare I say it this way, when that bass drops, your depression's gone.
Yeah.
It's something about that shit.
And so we ended up going out and we walked a few blocks. We were, you know, looking at houses because there are some very interesting structures there. And I found my safety net is dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs will always make me fucking smile.
Duh.
And
We saw so many dogs.
we saw so many dogs
You
on
were
that
by the
walk.
lakefront.
Fucking
That's
It
like
was also
prime.
just a great day. Like, the weather was
Yeah.
perfect for tripping.
So did you? I apologize for interrupting yet again, Dalton. Did you research like weather conditions and shit like that? Did you do
I
a
looked
quote
up-
unquote perfect trip?
No, the day before I just looked up if it was going to rain or if it was going to be ungodly hot out. I
And it was neither.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
I was sweating like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but we also walked for like 5 miles.
Yeah.
And you and to be fair, you are quite not physical.
Yeah. No, I was
Much
actually
like most of us here in Wisconsin.
He's an indoor boy.
I'm sorry, I'm just ruminating.
I mean,
on
she's
that
a
one.
mostly indoor woman, so that's
I
just
am.
how we connect. But yeah, so we walk a few blocks, and I'm still, you know, not feeling great, and we sat down.
Define not feeling great. I apologize.
Well, I would just like pressure in my chest.
Okay, so the anxiety was starting to kick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was less now that I was getting fresh air, but you know, we sat down after walking maybe like a half mile, and we just started looking at flowers, and I started feeling much better. Like I started noticing more interesting colors. And once again, I was sweating like a motherfucker. My hair was wet, and I was just greasy.
Okay. Had Rocky Rococo's beforehand, I see.
We made soup.
Yeah, we
Oh,
made
no
soup.
shit.
Oh, yeah. So what kickstarted it was, so Monica lives in a studio apartment.
Yes.
And
Smallest
her
studio
kitchen,
you can imagine.
her kitchen is the size of a walk-in closet.
Yep, we've established this.
Smaller
The
than that.
microwave's in
my
closet. You fart and you hear the neighbor say, "Hey, turn it down."
It's okay. I have a story about that later.
Oh shit!
God.
Stop guessing, Gary.
I
You
can't
ruin my
help it.
stories every time.
I-
But no,
I have ESPN. I'm sorry.
but no. So when I was making the soup, I'm claustrophobic, and
Generally, bigger people are.
Yeah.
Sorry, bigger as in height and weight.
yeah. But yeah. So that was really it was accelerating a lot of things, and I was panicking while we were in the apartment because that was incredibly small as well.
Okay.
And I
so
just
it
needed
kicked
to
in your
stretch my legs.
claustrophobia and your anxiety triggered by the claustrophobia start. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So we went on that walk and we were looking at flowers, and I started feeling a whole lot better. And there were just all these goddamn flowers. They were so fucking cool. We were like people watching.
Yeah, I was following the flowers to the lake.
Yeah. I was just, walking behind her while she was just, looking down at the flowers. And like, I'm
focused on that booty. We get it.
I mean, yeah, she was wearing a fucking sexy dress.
Oh my god.
But
she's not used to flattery. Look at her blush.
It was like maroon and it has like a floral pattern on it.
Yeah.
And, oh my god. Like she was staring at those flowers, I was staring at those flowers.
The booty flowers.
But no, and
she's legit uncomfortable.
I am.
That is cute.
No,
I love it.
I'm sorry.
That
No,
is
it's
precious.
okay. Compliments make me uncomfortable.
Good.
Yeah,
I love them.
Oh, good, because there are more on the way.
Maybe I should just go upstairs.
But
Gross.
she encouraged me
I
to
need
look.
the floofers.
She encouraged me to look at the flowers that she was looking at more.
I was just tripping balls going, look at those flowers. Look at those flowers. Look at the ivy on that building. Look at the wind in the ivy.
Ooh, look at the plant.
Yeah, and like I really
Ooh,
wasn't.
Look at the plant. Ooh,
Look at the plant.
I wasn't really caring for that, but then we reached these purple flowers, and purple's my favorite color, and it was just so goddamn vibrant, and
They
I was
were,
just
like,
so interested in
so
it.
bright it was like pulsating. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and like we got closer.
There's a
and,
question I had answered. Good.
Yeah.
and like as we got closer, like I was noticing even more details about them, and it was just you could see every vine, every fucking nook and cranny, and it was just so goddamn amazing, and like I started feeling much better.
So you're a visual tripper. Good. Okay.
Yeah. And then we started making our way towards the lakefront because there was this park that caught our eye. And, we sat down because we're both, out of shape from COVID.
Yes.
And
From COVID. That's so funny.
That I was going to just call you out
But,
on that, too.
so we reached this.
Cute, you're blaming COVID.
This actually ties into what I wrote while I was on acid.
Yes.
Because after we did this, I sat down to write, and that was when my trip really started kicking in. But so
We
back
saw the
at
park and we were crossing the street, and then after we crossed the street, we sat on the bench, and you were writing on your phone for a good 10 minutes straight.
But yeah, so this is what I wrote.
Hold on, Gary was having a conniption.
Yeah,
No,
what's
I
up?
know. I'm writing down a question for later.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what I wrote, and it's all written by bullet points. So I'm going to try and
I'm writing down
sentences.
questions that I have that I specifically can answer myself for myself. I just want to know if I want to compare stories.
Okay. All right. So
Go ahead, please. Writing.
First time
How,
on
okay, one, how did you fucking have the ability to write?
It took a
So
long time.
yeah, like I found out that I can like hyper focus on a task, but literally anything can take my attention away from it. And that was kind of why it took me so long to write, because there's actually not much written here. But I ended up getting lost in my thought a lot, and it's also been a while since I've done any writing, so it was just like getting back in the zone, and I kind of crafted just a little story here.
Okay.
All right, so
This will be anciently interesting, because this is going to go down in the archives.
and like it's surprising how legible this is. Like this is obviously my handwriting,
Yeah.
and for those of you who haven't tripped, writing or just drawing while you're hallucinating is fucking difficult, because it's like those Disney Channel original movie intros where like some pop star is holding a glow stick and just draws a fucking Mickey Mouse head. Everything starts moving as soon as you're done writing. But okay, so here it is. First time on acid, walking through street. Monica sees a park and says, "Oh my God, we're going there."
He's doing a fucking James Morrison haiku.
Was that a haiku?
No.
I look around at street.cars.people.acid.boom. Suddenly I'm on acid and I'm just writing down shit. But yeah, Monica helps me slow down my thought process, and I look at her and I just think, how did I get so lucky? And she takes my hand and says, "I know this is a lot of stimuli, so we don't need to go right now." And my mind slows and I remember that she's my rock. But then the walk light turns on and she goes, "Take my hand, we're going now." And I thought that was just the
Come with me if you want to leave.
And so I thought that was the perfect allegory of my life, because it's like, here, we don't need to do that thing now, but that's where you're going next. Boom, light comes on. Holy shit, we're going to do it now. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I want to fucking be a fucking spectator for this
Oh,
shit.
it was so fun.
It was a
There
lot
was
of
a
fun.
lot
I want to be this. I want to be the babysitter next time.
Yeah.
Bad idea. I I want to be a fly on the wall for this, just to see him go fucking kid in a candy store.
And it very much was that. It was that.
Ooh!
Like I was just getting, piece of candy. Let's go here next.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry. There's a whole lot more fucking things that happened. But yeah, so about the threshold where I realized that I was really tripping balls was when I was done writing that, and I look up, and Monica's like, "You've been writing for a while."
Like a long time.
Long fucking time.
One letter equals 1 minute, okay?
You know how hard it is to just sit on a bench and not go look at stuff and touch stuff when you're tripping balls?
Ooh, piece of candy.
Well, and like
Just
there
like,
were a
don't-
lot of things that were really interesting me, but I really wanted to write down what had just happened because that observation that I just said, how that's an allegory for my life, that was what I thought as soon as that happened, and I wanted to
Right.
make sure that I remember that.
Yeah, of course. This is where you and I differ. You write that down. I record that shit. Like, literally, I'll bust out voice memo.
Well,
It sucks because I'll sit there and go, okay, here's the idea.
well, I find that I have a better time getting my thoughts across when I'm writing rather than when I'm talking. That's
Perfect.
why I'd rather be a writer than, someone who professionally talks.
I need you. You complete me. I don't know. So, yes.
But yeah, so after it was very difficult writing because I would periodically get distracted by something, then remember what I was just doing and be like, oh wait, we have acid to experience. So I had to finish writing all that shit down.
So the monkey in your head just kind of put down the symbols and pointed and goes tripping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so then we get up and there's like this statue of some guy in the park. I don't
Yeah, we were in Juneau Park.
Okay.
Yeah. I forget what he did. Something
But
in Milwaukee.
statue of a man.
Yeah.
He probably owns some people.
Probs. What's up?
I want to take him to Chicago and do it.
Oh, I want a trip in Chicago so bad. That was my plan for September before
hit the
Riot
Field
Fest
Museum?
got canceled.
Oh, just hit the Field Museum. Just the outside areas. Oh.
Well,
The
and-
architect structures out there, too. Ooh.
And after our
Take him to
experience
Millennium
on,
Park. Go to the Bean.
Even.
Get confused.
Even. Or just take him to the big giant silver sphere.
oh yeah,
MC Escher
I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of Tinder girls pose there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're on. Yeah, you actually got that liberty. No, Henry's doing the Tinder for me.
I had it. Now I'm blessed. #blessed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I told you the compliments were.
Yeah, blessed would not be the word I'd think. I'd say fortunate. I'd say, dare I even go with it? Xenu blessed.
Xenu warrior princess.
Xenu's the alien god that the Scientologists worship.
I'm just a gift from Satan.
No, that was his mother.
Thank you, Cthulhu. No, I am a
Yes!
gift from Satan.
Don't talk about my mom.
All hail Cthulhu. No lives matter. Fuck you all.
Yeah, and there
Thank
were
you
just.
for that one, Michael.
I found that a lot of my observational humor was coming back. Like they had these
During your LSD trip?
during my
Okay.
LSD trip. I was cracking jokes at her every
Oh my
fucking
God,
step of the
yeah.
way.
It was great.
Yeah.
Okay, now a dumber question on this one. Was your take on humor amplified because of said trip?
Well, I mean, everything's kind of funnier when you're tripping balls, but
Well, yeah.
I still like the same jokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just more amplified.
Yeah, one observation that I made was that I didn't act any differently. It's
Okay.
just I noticed my thought process a whole lot better. Like
Okay.
at the end of the night, we were just watching Bob's Burgers, and I was making the same observations. Yeah,
Yes!
I was making the same.
Tina
observations.
is fucking the bomb
don't
when you're
get me
tripping
started
balls.
on Bob's Burgers. Oh, I love it so much. We got back and we were figuring out what we were going to do for dinner. And
No. Okay.
I was like,
this
oh, we
correlates
gotta-
another question I
it's
have.
like, we got to put something on to watch. It's something simple, happy, cartoon, Bob's Burgers. Just something easy,
Archer.
something nice to watch, Bob's Burgers.
This is literally any time that she's trying to suggest what do we watch.
I always suggest Bob's
It's easier
Burgers.
than asking her, what do you want to eat?
Yeah, the answer's always Bob's Burgers.
She doesn't
do you
even
wanna eat?
like
Bob's
cheeseburgers.
Don't.
Can I get another peeper, please?
absolutely.
But yeah, so I was
Irish
making
accent for no reason. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank you a lot.
Top of the morning to you, laddies.
Oh God, so many speakers are getting blown out today. But yeah, so I was making the same kinds of observations that I would have made when I was sober. I'm just noticing my thought process a whole lot easier Like
Thank you.
I would make the same kinds of jokes while we were watching a show as, if I was sober.
Okay.
And so that humor came out a whole lot while we were walking around tripping.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the statue that we were looking at, they had this I don't know what to call them. They're like bronze portraits, but they're like
3D portraits.
3D portraits. Yeah.
On like the side panels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there was like this one of a Native American man looking like the fucking Marlboro Man leaning up against a cabin, and like all these villagers
I know where we're at.
Yeah, all these villagers were scattered around him, and I was just picturing like, what if that motherfucker is like Native American John Wayne, and he's just like talking about some big beast that he killed. Like this motherfucker is just bragging so much to these townspeople.
If I'm not wrong, that was the gentleman that you are describing the gentleman in the depiction.
And
So you hit it on the head, in my opinion.
I may have been. What was that?
I have no care.
I may have been calling back to like some history fact that I learned long ago, but just forgot.
I'm just so enthralled with this.
Thank you. Well, there's
I
a
have
whole lot
million
more.
questions.
We were
And
outside.
I'm sorry for interrupting all the time.
This is about 30 minutes into our trip, and we were outside. We were outside for about 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, we left.
So you time traveled, obviously.
Yeah.
It was like 4:30 in the afternoon when we left, and when we came back, it was dark out. It was like 9:30.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we were outside for a while.
Did you actually? Okay, skipping around. Did you actually watch the sunset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, we.
It was
watched
kind of
on,
like-
I'm sorry. I'm just. People are just sitting there going, I have things that do not necessitate me tripping, nor do I want to because of the horror stories I've heard. Folks, we're telling you the good parts.
It was like channel surfing, though. Like,
This
you'd
sucks,
watch
change
it.
it.
Yeah, you'd watch it for a while, be enthralled by that, but then something
Ooh,
else
flower,
would catch your eye.
purple.
Yeah, and I figured out that like purple and green were the two colors that
kept pulling you in.
kept pulling me in. Like,
Note to self: keep my other mod like this away from you because it's purple, and then when I hit the button, it lights up green.
it's probably a mod that I still have somewhere. Oh, it's like that one.
It's exactly this one.
Oh, okay.
I have a purple one and an orange one. Thank you, Ken Andrews. You fucker.
I'd like to see it. But
It'll happen.
The U.S. Bank building.
Oh, Jesus.
Their lights were glowing purple and green, and like that was one of my favorite things, even though it was just this little simple thing.
Did he do the? I'm going to ask her because did he do the child mind melt, where the child will stop dead in his track and go, huh?
No.
Oh.
No, he.
I love those moments.
We kept just stopping in different places for a while. Like, so we started off after we crossed the street and went through the park at this like military memorial building that overlooks the lake, and then we worked our way down to the art museum, and we just stood in front of the lake for like 40 minutes staring at the sunset, and then the sequin tacos.
Sequin tacos.
Sequin tacos.
Yeah,
it was
they
a
are.
lot
They
to
are
deal
exactly
with.
what they sound like. They're these they're these
in
hard
front
shell
of
taco
Discovery
shaped
World.
things.
Oh.
Yeah, they're these hard shell taco shaped things made of metal, and they look like just giant sequins. And
Somebody bedazzled the fuck out of a giant hard shell taco.
Yeah, and they blow in the wind. And for some reason,
Yes.
I saw a face in one of them.
Face?
Many.
Specific face.
Oh, specific face.
Bob Saget.
Yes.
Over and over again. Bob Saget. We sat there for like 45 minutes watching.
Both of you
these-
seen Bob
No,
Saget or just him?
Just me.
Okay.
Just me. I kept on seeing Bob Saget. I'm not
'Cause
kidding.
It is
Like
rare for a
fucking,
fucking piggyback trip.
it was Full House. Danny Tanner. That's the Bob Saget that
Oh.
I saw.
Over and over again.
I'm
No,
sorry.
not the Aristocrats.
I was gonna say the Aristocrats. Bob Saget's the best. Well, post COVID actually, because he's just neurotic. It's like Bob Saget actually met Danny Tanner and combined.
They're just two different fucking people.
Not no more. Not no more. COVID got to him.
Well, and I mean, they did bring him back for Fuller House. So
Yes,
they did have to meet.
halfway.
Yeah.
But it was just convenient because Bob Saget tied into a conversation that we'd had like earlier that day. You were talking about what you were going to have for breakfast, and you said,
right. Iced coffee.
yeah, it was iced coffee. That's what you were saying you should have for breakfast. And I was saying that coffee is not food, and ice cubes are not food. Have you ever seen Full House?
It's a very special
You said this
episode.
before you started tripping, I take it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ice Cube is food.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very specific episode where DJ becomes anorexic. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. but for some reason I was seeing Bob Saget.
Or
so when
awesomely, you were seeing Bob Saget.
But so when we got to the Veterans Memorial, they have these two fields of flowers side by side.
Right.
And from far away, I made the observation that it was a field of deviled eggs. Because they have this special blend of fucking yellow and orange, and it just made me so hungry. And we got closer, and I was disappointed that it wasn't deviled eggs.
Okay, what was it like eating? That is one of my fucking questions I have on here, and you keep making food references. Did it amplify your appetite?
No, I would make observations about food, or I would make comparisons of something to food, but I didn't.
There were 3 in a row.
I actually
taco,
field
of deviled eggs.
Yeah, and I didn't even actually notice that I was hungry until when Monica was saying hey, we should order pizza, I was battling her I'm not hungry. But I didn't realize it until we were watching Bob's Burgers, and I was like, oh, holy shit, I'm thinking about food so much, I'm hungry.
Well, you have been making references to food
you
this
just
whole
don't
entire
feel
trip.
Your,
no, you don't.
your appetite
don't.
anymore.
Yeah, one thing that I found is that your body will be performing some kind of function like stomach growling or something like that, and you just don't recognize it.
Yeah.
You don't feel thirsty or hungry.
Yeah. It makes you numb to your fucking self.
I know, when I started tripping, I couldn't eat anything.
Okay.
It was not a possibility, because it would be you could feel the food go into your mouth,
and
you'd
all
feel
the
it
way
go
down.
to me it felt like I was storing things in my face.
So I had a different feeling when
Now I can, but early in trips I couldn't.
I had to teach myself a similar thing. It's no, put the food in your belly, not your mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to tell myself that during a trip.
Yeah.
I had a very I had a very different experience with food. I really enjoyed it.
It was starting to come down some.
That's true.
Okay,
but
so
it was
you did it the right way then.
Yeah.
Well, it was the best goddamn pizza that I'd ever had in my life, and it gave me flashbacks to when my family would order from Pizza Hut. From when my family would on the surface. From when my family would order from Pizza Hut, and they would store the leftovers, and I would not be allowed to touch the leftovers.
Yeah, I can't.
So I would secretly steal the leftovers.
Yep.
And I would eat those. It gave me the same satisfaction as I had stealing my family's leftovers.
Okay.
That was the best fucking pizza I have ever had in my life.
Oh, and before, when we were coming into the building, there were these two dudes in my lobby. We were coming in, and when you come into the building, there's the mail room, and then you go through a locked door to get into the building.
And then 2 dudes, 1 lobby.
So there were these 2 lanky-ass teenagers standing there, being obnoxious, and we walked in, and one of them just goes, "Hey, mama," and then Dalton comes in and just looks at him, and he just goes, "Oh, hey, bro."
Yeah, and I actually took it as
you alphaed somebody.
I was
I
like,
did. Well,
job.
and so I
was like, I'm so glad I'm not all by myself.
well, I didn't recognize it when it happened because the way I'd processed it was, he said that to Monica, and I got scared, and I just out of courtesy, I just looked at him and I darted back inside. But the dude, I remember the look on the dude's
scary
face.
To me.
The look on the dude's face was just fucking all color left.
All color left his fucking soul.
Yeah, his color was just flushed, and his eyes went wide. And I didn't realize it until we had to have a long talk.
You showed me the weird move you just did, and I'm like, okay, you're 6'5", he's a teenager, he doesn't know left. That would scare the shit out of me because you just did that. Fuck you.
Well, and so
but you were nervous. It was the opposite. You're like, hi, I'm scared.
This was.
I will eat your soul.
We got up the stairs and he was like, that was scary.
Okay, dumb question. Did he talk like a kid? The way you're saying it, did he talk like a kid?
It depended on
I didn't talk to these guys. But
No, to her.
No,
okay.
To me. I mean, it depended on what you were saying.
Yeah, because I go in and out of that even in just regular conversation. If I'm trying to be cute, I'll sound like a kid.
Thank God we hang out and you don't do that.
Well, that's because I'm not trying to fuck you.
Thank God
you
for
don't
small
have to
favors.
Lie.
Are you talking to him or me?
Both.
Yes.
I've come to accept it.
She learned Rule 6.
But yeah, we walked upstairs and it's like, that was scary. I was like, that was not scary. These are children.
No, the children were more scared than you.
Some dumbass kids that came across the street from the Performing Arts High School
What's
to try
up,
to act
Mama?
hard.
What's up, Mama?
Well, and I'm an indoor boy, so I don't recognize my size as an intimidation tactic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was like a moment of awakening for me, like, oh,
Yeah.
they're more scared of me than I am of them.
Yeah, they're bunnies
Yeah.
with the teeth.
And like I was actually so scared, like I'm willing to admit this. I cried. Like the
Yeah.
acid,
Well,
acid
you get
like
so emotional on acid. Like once an emotion hits you,
Oh
you
yeah.
just can't
Yeah.
let go of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get stuck on a feeling really easily. That's how people have bad trips. They get
Yes.
stuck on a bad feeling and then they hold on to it.
Think like
Yeah.
Peter Pan taught us, folks. Think happy thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah. And like I brought that up because I want to talk about the what's up?
Did you cure him?
What, from his sadness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You showed him your boobies.
Well, I got him pizza.
Okay. Oh, okay.
No. You showed me your
typical guy.
boobies, then we got pizza.
That's true.
Serious?
That's true.
But no,
Or
like
did you just yes and me?
no serious grown up talk. Yeah. No.
I don't remember.
To make you unsad, she showed you her boobies.
No.
Okay, good.
No, so-
okay, so legit, you yes and
Like
me. Good.
real human adult conversation.
Yes, please.
No, she sat me down and like helped me recognize like, no, Dalton, you're so much bigger than those dudes, and like you,
They
Yeah.
thought
like
you
said,
were going
these
to
guys
eat
are,
him.
These guys fucking walked over here from the performing arts high school
Yeah.
thinking they could be hard.
Yeah, I was like, you're on the Lower East Side.
High school.
If you're over here trying to be a hard ass, go to the North Side and show me that you're a hard ass. Don't come to my building that's between an all-girls Catholic school and the performing arts high school
Where's
and
this
try
again?
to act like you are.
Anonymity.
I
Anonymity.
was gonna say I heard all girls Catholic school. Where's this again? Every fucking buddy knows that the Catholic girls are the biggest freaks.
And they're all underaged.
Why do you think
Shit, I
I'm-
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
The teachers.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
I was going to say the seniors, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Seniors.
I keep getting older and they stay the same age.
All right.
Matthew
all
McConaughey
right, all
was
right.
totally a fucking pedophile in that movie.
Dude.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was.
half of Hollywood still. What?
Oh man.
So,
but
okay,
yeah, no. So I
double-
wanted to. What's up? I want to talk about the
bathroom-
sensation of
bathroom
crying on acid.
experiences.
Bathroom experiences.
I wanted to know about the bathroom experience.
Oh, I call it body babysitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you, like, got to check in with yourself. Like, hey, when was the last time you drank water or went to the bathroom?
Yeah. Like I was.
Because you don't notice those things, but your body will.
Well, so during the entire trip, guys physically condition themselves to just make this motion every so often, like when they stand up or while they're walking around. Check my phone, check my keys, check my wallet.
Yeah, that's how Christianity started. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
But
That's
so,
how my friend taught me how to do that.
so while we were walking around, I would do that. So while we were walking around, I would do that, and like I knew that I had to pee, so like I would like regularly just check, like, okay, I haven't
didn't
pissed
pee myself.
Yeah, and like I had to be reduced to a fucking child to realize that, because I knew.
Dalty, do you got to make Tinky?
I really fucking did when we got back. I was like sweating so much, and I had to shit like
That was-
no other.
Okay.
And you took a shower.
I did take a shower.
Whoa!
Well, so we
You
had
a
just gotten
good
done.
time.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
okay,
we
no,
had
no.
just gotten done walking 5 miles.
Okay, yes, of
What-
course.
What's up? Are you going to ask about the shower?
It's a shower question, yes.
Yeah, I will get into that.
Mm-hmm.
So we had just gotten done walking 5 miles, and I was just so goddamn sweaty. Like, she didn't even want to fucking touch me. And
Oh, that's right. I made you watch the Arctic Monkeys.
I was going to say,
music
so...
video.
yeah, and like I was
so
just
was it
stewing.
Tuesday?
I was stewing in my sweat, so goddamn uncomfortable, just wanting to shower. I was building up a playlist so that I wouldn't panic with my fucking
Oh,
anxiety.
you had a want on LSD, too?
What do you mean?
When you actually want to do something.
Yeah, I really wanted to take a shower. Because, well, I mean, even when we had just started that walk, when we first sat down, I noticed how sweaty I was. I knew that I was going to need a shower. I felt disgusting. Literally any time that we, stopped looking at something and I had a sober thought, it was always, I feel so disgusting right now. And we got back, and she wanted to show me this Arctic Monkeys video, because
Have you ever seen this? Oh, it's.
I told her that
my
I didn't.
favorite thing. To,
I can only
to
imagine
watch.
what it's like.
Yeah, I told her that I didn't like Arctic Monkeys. I
I was like, you're wrong.
now I love Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah. They are definitely a thing to experience, as well as respect, if you've, one, gone down the rabbit hole, or two, are going to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Well, and to be like just every other fucking dude from the Summer of Love, LSD does make you understand art and music in an entirely different way.
Yeah, you kept saying when we were walking, like, "Oh, this is what they're trying to paint."
Yeah,
Or,
and
like, this is what painters are trying, or
How do we
artists are
hear
trying to
Shelton?
express.
Sheldon.
yeah, and like I made an observation that like so many people must have gotten into art because they're either trying to recapture a moment that they had on acid or to show the world what it looks like to be on acid. But so yeah, we watched the Arctic Monkeys video and I was stewing in sweat, but it was so captivating that I was able to concentrate on the video, and it was just so goddamn cool.
Next time he does it, you got to have him watch Gorillas.
There, I showed him another video, Gold by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one with the roller skaters going down the freeway.
Yeah.
Okay.
While you're in the shower, I pulled up another video that I was going to show you, but I decided that it was too heavy for your first trip.
Yeah.
No, you want to know
and
what
I kept
too heavy
on,
for his first trip is? Pink Floyd. Anything.
I literally
Pink
thought
Floyd.
I literally thought about like
Trolls.
I literally thought I understand why people want to watch The Wall while they're on acid, because The Wall is one of my favorite movies. It's my
Not me.
It's my favorite album by Pink Floyd.
Yellow Submarine, then.
Something
a little lighter.
My daughter, when she was 4's favorite fucking thing. I'm in trouble. Or am
danger.
I? No. As a dad, I'm in danger, and so aren't the rest of the motherfuckers that want to think she's a fucking dateable resource.
Oh God.
What?
No.
I'm overprotective.
Well, as you should be.
The issue is,
She's awesome.
She's cool, and she's only going to get cooler as she grows up.
This is true.
And you're saying that.
I'm making a fucking observation.
No. Like, you're a comedian making that observation.
Oh, okay.
She's fucking cool. I'm in a lot of fucking trouble if she's 9.
Yeah. Showering on acid.
Okay, showering on acid.
Yeah.
Back to it.
So we finally got to it. I built up my playlist. It was finally the right time to listen to Churches. That shower was the most amazing fucking thing I have ever experienced in my life. It was like being back inside the womb, but you're conscious. Like,
he came out of the bathroom.
Both work,
After
actually.
like 5 minutes, he just stuck his head out the door.
He did a 5-minute?
Yeah, well,
it was just a 5-minute show.
He was in there for one song, because I told him, make sure you have a playlist going, because otherwise you lose track of time in there, and you'll never come back out.
Yeah,
so he
it's
came out after
3-song
one
minimum.
Song. He came out after one song, just stuck his head out the door, and went, "That was amazing."
No, I think I said, like, showering on acid is another fucking world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you did say that.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he does his full mushroom trip.
Oh,
well,
God.
and so, like, I mean,
I want to combine them.
Don't. No.
I love mushroom and acid.
Yes.
They're so fun.
He's still a newbie.
That's true.
He's still delicate.
I
Oh,
know.
oh.
We don't want to break him.
I just want to put his brain in a blender.
You,
Okay, Dahmer. How do you make a human milkshake? Well, start with one full human.
you let me hit your dab pen.
That too, yeah. I let him hit my dab pen a
dab.
couple times.
D-A-B.
Yeah.
Dab.
I let
No.
him hit it a couple times. When,
I have the dad pen.
Yeah, I don't have a dad.
Oh.
My dad's dead. Anyway.
You already love me. Mine too.
I'm sorry, you just said your dad's dead and I'm laughing.
It's okay. It makes me laugh too.
The way she said it, though, was comedically genius. My dad's dead. Fuck off.
You see why I just think that this woman is so fucking amazing?
Anyway. Yeah, I let him hit my dab pen a couple times when we were down by the lake. I just handed it to him. I didn't say anything. I wanted to see if he would just take it, and he did. And I was like, "Whoa, this is going to be fun."
Oh, boy.
So we got back, and I tried to make him smoke my bong.
I took one hit.
He took one hit, and then he pulled his face away.
How
and
big
went,
of a bong? 2.5?
It's a
2.5 footer.
This thing looks like a goddamn octopus.
I'll show you a picture. It's
Like a hookah octopus or
no
glass?
Glass.
Okay.
No, it's just got like...
It's hard to explain.
yeah.
Her name is Ursula.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, he took like half a rip off of it.
Okay, thank
pulled
you.
his face off and just went job interviews immediately. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, no more for you there, bud.
Yeah.
Give your nuts a tug there, Shorzy.
Weed makes me paranoid even
Just
when I've
instantly.
just taken
Just
it.
the smell of it.
But no, like that's how my anxiety works. Like the second a thought pops into my a thought pops into my head, that's
it.
That's it. That's all that I'm thinking about.
So
I
you are a
panic.
podcaster.
Yeah. Yeah. But because like we've talked about how I don't like smoking weed because it makes me anxious. My heart beats really fast, and I don't like it.
It's just more for me.
But yeah, she was very generous with her dab pen while we were walking, and for once I actually felt like how I was supposed to while I was smoking weed.
Mellow.
Yeah, I was mellow, and I was really enjoying everything.
And that's when we saw the log garden.
Yeah, there
you
was
made
this,
another friend.
Yeah, there was this
It was
crazy.
poppin'.
Yeah, there was this crazy log garden. It was just a log floating in the water, and it had it. When you're on acid, it's so goddamn
It's
interesting.
a log garden. It was just a log sitting in the fucking
No,
water.
it was a log sitting in the water, and there were flowers growing off of it.
On purpose, or nature did
It's
this?
just
Nature did this.
Nature
But I
did
did
this.
actually make an observation that, you know what? Something put this log here just so that we could look at it right now. But there was this nice gentleman who was dressed in like, he was wearing like khaki coveralls or some shit.
His entire outfit was khaki colored.
Yeah. And he walks up to us.
African American gentleman or
No.
gringo?
Hispanic.
Okay. I got close. I said gringo, and then it was Hispanic. Okay.
Irrelevant to the story.
Fuck
Anyway.
off. No, it isn't. There are three types of khaki wearers. It's like the business khaki wearers, you know, the fucking dads who given up, or businessmen, or like the hardcore old school Hispanic, where they're wearing like khaki overalls and a wife beater. This is a legit thing.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been khaki shorts and like just a plain khaki.
It was
button
definitely a
shirt.
two-piece.
So he was
Set.
wearing full Dickies set. Got it.
Yeah.
Got
yeah.
It was a look.
It was a look. But while
I'm
we
sorry,
were,
folks. I'm a very descriptive person. I like hearing all the details.
I mean, if you want me to write a book, I will, and then all of the ideas that I'm
Let's
trying
save
to
the
put
book writing
forward
to
will.
Jeff.
But I mean, if you want a better word picture, I will write all this down for you.
No, we don't need verbal diarrhea right now. I'm sorry.
But so,
guys. I'll fucking curb it. Sorry.
But so the guy walks up, and you know, he's just about to pass us, but I'm pretty sure like he probably noticed that we were totally tripping, or we were just really invested in the log that was
I
floating
think
in
we
the
were
water.
just very invested in the log.
Yeah, and he made some kind of he said you know, someone actually came by here once and said that he wanted them to pull this out of the water and use it as a decoration in his backyard. And he said some other shit that I don't remember, but then my inner comedian came out and I said, "Oh, you took a picture of it?"
Yeah. I
Nice.
sent it to you
I
the
like
next day
that.
because I took Raven on the
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
that's
trip
right.
walk.
That would make a good wallpaper.
Right? It's very pretty.
But yeah, so then I said to the guy, "Well, I mean, you know, it could be just one of those situations where if you can lift it, it's yours. You know, maybe he doesn't have to pay for it."
Yeah.
But we kept walking, and apparently the guy was just stopping at every single person he passed and like making little observations. So I was thinking, like, okay, this dude is a spirit guide. Like he is just pointing out little facts about these things to make the Earth seem more interesting. Like this guy was probably Mother Earth.
He was Gaia in male form.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if we skipped over anything before here, because I'm about to get to
The shower.
the audio
Sound
museum,
park?
the sound
Yeah,
park.
the sound park.
Okay, that's on my question
I
list.
scared the daylights out of him.
Well, so when we were at the sound park, I
So
started
you
getting.
showed him your butthole.
That doesn't scare me. Immersion therapy.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Moving on.
But so around when we got to the sound park, I started getting really paranoid because, you know, there's
it was
a lot
getting
of.
dark out.
It was getting dark out, and there were a lot of like bells there, and I didn't want like a whole lot of. I didn't want to
Wind
Attract
chimes.
any attention.
attract any attention because that was one thing. Like I was paranoid, like you know, you and I are giggling at flowers and shit, and you know, like maybe any other person would just be like, "Oh, they're really into plants," but someone else. The thought of someone else being like, yeah,
My idea is that it's Milwaukee and everybody's gonna mind their own damn business.
And everyone's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, we went to the sound park and he'd never been there, and we walked up, and just as we were walking up, I was like, "Yeah, so this is the sound park," and I slapped a button, and it made this huge, loud chiming sound.
Bong.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
yeah.
I know the button.
Yeah, it was like
It'll
this
scare
thing with
children.
It was this thing with all these
Lights
pipes
and-
sticking out of the ground with like lights going up, and then there are these buttons in a line on like a podium right in front of it, and Monica just walks up and presses that, and it just surprises the shit out of both of us.
Both of us. I love that part.
I was like, I was surprised, and I was just like giggling away at it.
I know what it does, but I don't know what it does. Let's push it, motherfucker.
Oh my god, I looked at him, and it was like his soul had left his body. He was just staring at me like, oh no.
You did it.
I wasn't like scared, but it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard, but I really liked it.
You looked really scared.
Did he give it a head nod and say, "Sup, bro"?
But yeah, then they had like these weird like xylophone type of deals, and my lack of music knowledge made both of us unsettled when I just played so many off-key notes.
No, there was just one. The particular pitch was.
And like it reverberated.
Was it Betty White Wellness Watch it?
It was not.
Could not resist
I'm gonna
that.
have to check on Betty later.
Yes. The setup. This is what we call foreshadowing, folks.
I mean, you don't need it. You obviously you come here for one reason, and it's Betty. But yeah. Then there was another one, another display with a bell. And there was a guy like sitting down on a bench right in front of it, and Monica goes up and hits it, and I feel so bad. Like I don't want the guy to get up and be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
I was enjoying my peaceful moment in the sound park.
And yeah, so that was when like I grabbed her and I started walking away.
We saw a horse.
We saw a horse pulling a carriage.
I was gonna say, was it the carriage horse?
Yeah, we took.
It was just unsettling to see all of a sudden in the middle of the city.
Yeah, we took
like
one
a spirit animal.
There's a horse.
I took a.
Yeah. I'll admit,
I wasn't
thinking
ready.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took an obviously tripping on acid selfie with it.
Oh, you are so fucking happy, and she is really enjoying that trip.
I was.
Yeah.
cheesing.
She's almost got like. It's not Forrest Whitaker eyes. She's got like one half a bedroom eye, and then the other's like focused.
Yeah, one of my eyes squints more than the other when I smile.
Mine too.
Same here. We've also got a similar smile going on there. I made that observation.
That's the face.
Oh,
that
that's
says I'm on a different planet.
Yeah, that's saying Rick and Morty was right.
Everything I see is prettier than what you guys see.
And that's how I felt. Like,
and then she needed you to stick these seeds up your butthole, Morty. Way up inside your butthole.
We ended up watching this documentary after we got back that reminded me a lot of Rick and Morty.
What documentary did we watch?
Public service announcement, folks.
No, it wasn't a...
If it is your first time tripping, do not watch Rick and Morty. Public service announcement over.
Bob's Burgers only.
No, it was
Archer.
It was this show on Netflix. It wasn't a documentary. It was
Midnight Gospel.
Yeah, it was a drawn version of a podcast.
Yeah. I was like, I know what we're going to watch.
I love Midnight Gospel.
We just watched the first episode.
Dude, the best episode in my opinion.
It got to be a little much with all the zombies and things.
That's the best part.
Well, not when you're tripping that hard.
It's Dr. Drew.
It was a lot.
Well, and I did find that a lot of my attention span caters to visual things. I'm a terrible listener, as we've already discussed.
No, you're an active listener.
I'm an active listener.
A lying active listener.
Yeah.
Selective active listener.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Oh, another LSD question for the professional of the table.
Yes.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
It's fun.
Please.
Well, we already have another trip planned for once the leaves start to change.
Is it doing it for the show to show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love Meatwad.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next time. And like,
I'm excited for your next time now.
Well, and you know, it was really great. I highly recommend tripping with your significant other.
Nope.
Because
no, like, all I can say is imagine Rose on that shit.
I'd trip sitter.
We would need a trip fucking
Take
nanny.
her to the domes.
No. Well, maybe.
All the plants, she'd have a great time.
She might actually have the reverse.
Oh. Yeah.
Due to her serotonin levels.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Probably
put
not
her
for
in
everybody.
I was gonna say probably put her in a saturated white room.
Yeah. Maybe mushrooms would be more her jam.
Mushroom
Put them
jam.
in the jam. Yeah, thank you. We're racing to that one.
Delicious.
Hey, honey, I made you a PB&J.
Have you heard the story about
Nope.
Gary's aversion to PB&J?
I made it and I didn't gag. You guys did for me.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll talk about it off the air.
Okay.
The listeners have heard it
She
enough.
says I never take her anywhere. Bitch, buckle up.
But, tripping on acid did make me a whole lot more interested in plants, and now I'm thinking about, decorating my... No. I don't
That would
I don't have
require
the patience.
talent and patience.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot to pick the tomatoes today. Shit.
Monica's pepper plant is blooming.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Our garden has been overrun by the fucking cucumbers.
Ooh.
So,
The patriarchy.
yeah, it is the... No, I'd say... Well, yeah, definitely
Yeah,
patriarchy
yeah.
because they're phallus shaped.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Mm-hmm. I see
glad
what you
you're
did
on
there.
board.
You
Yes.
could just,
No, I'm not on board.
cater to the market of unhappy moms who are reading
unhappy
50
Karens.
Shades of Grey.
Yeah, yeah.
50 Shades of fucking get the fuck out of here. Amateurs.
Terrible.
50 Shades of Karen.
But no, I really do recommend tripping with your significant other because
It's fun.
you and I have a lot of
recommend tripping
camaraderie.
with somebody who loves you.
Yeah.
So they'll take care of you and not provide a bad trip while watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail, or...
Ooh.
Yes, I did.
No.
Or have a bad trip, recognizing it and switching it to Pink Floyd's The Wall.
No.
I don't like the art style of Monty Python sober.
I like the art style of Monty Python sober. I like the randomness. It's almost pre-Family Guy-esque.
But no. I don't mean like the filmography. I mean whenever they cut to anything that's supposed to be like a cartoon, like specifically, when God is talking. I don't like the
Get
puppetry.
on with it. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Part of the intro, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't like the art style of that. And it is fairly similar, at least in film quality, with
Sesame
The Wall.
Street. Okay. Dare I say Sesame Street, where it's like the pinball machine.
I don't think I was allowed to watch Sesame Street as a kid.
What the fuck?
I was more of a Muppets guy.
It's the same
No, I probably
fucking
watched
thing.
Sesame Street. Elmo and
Kermit the
Grouchland.
Frog. Yeah, Elmo and Grouchland.
Elmo and Grouchland.
And then you had Kermit. Kermit the Frog was the bridge of the gap for Muppets versus Sesame Street. He was the fucking... Okay, never mind. Please, continue on your trip.
He was the Deadpool.
No, he was the ambassador. He's what made... Because the Muppets... Oh, boy, here we go. When the Muppets started, it was very adult and very violent.
Trees of green,
Oh my god.
red roses too.
You realize Kermit the Frog once shot people with cannons because they didn't like coffee? That's
I
how...
wish I could do that.
That's how Kermit the Frog started.
I don't know. I just don't have a lot of memories of the Muppets or Sesame Street, but I think that's just
I
because
went down rabbit holes.
it was my early childhood years where I don't have a lot of memories.
Okay. Another question I have about your LSD trip.
Yes.
What's up?
How are your feet?
Oh my god, they were so goddamn sore 2 days later.
Oh my God.
I was wearing skate shoes. I wasn't even thinking that we were going to go for a walk. I honestly thought that it was going to be like when we took mushrooms, where we pretty much just be laying down the entire time.
Yeah, nope. Nope. Acid you have to be active with.
Yeah. Well, as I quickly found, because
Disclaimer,
I was,
folks.
yeah.
And I said, like, when we started, you gotta move. You gotta keep moving, otherwise it won't start to work.
Or
Yeah.
Or when it does work, it stays put.
Yeah.
You gotta cycle that shit.
Yeah.
And how do you cycle that shit? Get the blood pumping a little.
Well, I mean, what was it we did as soon as we took it? We had to run down and up the stairs for some reason. Or no, we just went for a short walk.
Yeah, we went on a brief walk right when we started. We just walked around the block a couple times because I was like, we'll see, we'll get it moving. Because you didn't really want to go outside. You were still pretty nervous about being out and about.
And then she poked you in the butt 2 times, and you were moving.
He's more than that. He likes it.
Ew.
Trying to think of what else happened.
Cattle prod.
I farted while I was
yes,
on acid.
yes. Here we go. The simplest. That was another one. The simplistic moment.
So when I farted, it was
So bad.
it was incredibly wet, and so like
Because of the
when-
sweat or the
So
duty?
immediately
so when you're
pungent.
so when you're tripping, you
It
don't.
was so bad.
God damn it! I'm trying to lead up into this. I'm trying to paint a word picture. I'm trying to
Sorry.
build up to that.
We're skipping now. We got
But
the
no,
fucking
so when you're tripping and you have to do the what was it that you called it, Monica?
body functions.
Body babysitting.
Body babysitting.
Okay.
You have to monitor when you have to fart or when you have to poop. And I recognized a similar feeling to when I have to fart. So I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Did he
Foot
push
on
on
the
his
accelerator.
tum-tum?
No, I pushed. I can just open my legs, clench, and it's out.
Oh, you're like my 5-year-old. He'll sit on the couch and go. He now lifts a leg, and all I hear is. I'm like, dude.
God. This was the longest, loudest, wettest fart I have ever heard out of this man.
Wet fart
And
because
so-
of the sweat, or wet fart because of the fart?
I think this was after my shower.
It was.
Oh, so it's double trouble.
Yeah,
It was
so then so like we've already said, any sensation when you're on acid is amplified. So when we smelled it, we thought we were smelling shit. And I mean I thought that I shit my pants too.
He farted, and I leaned away from him and went, Jesus, I think you shit yourself.
Yeah, no, like her eyes were wide and she was like backed away from me like, am I going to have to wash my bed?
Baby body sitting fail.
And like I was
my
too
God.
I was too scared to rest my butt back on the bed. I got up. I
like,
stood up.
"Go,
LSD
Jack."
with Olestra.
I stood up and I ran around the room to the bathroom, and I pull my pants down, and like the whole time I'm recognizing my heartbeat. I'm fucking sweating. I am freaking out because this was the clean pair of underwear. I just took a shower.
Dude,
this is
free
the
ball.
underwear that I'm planning on wearing when I drive home tomorrow.
Fuck
Otherwise,
that, free
I'm gonna have
ball.
to put on the fucking.
Ugh.
Oh man, I'm not a free baller. I don't like the feeling of my genitals touching a zipper.
Get button
But-
flies.
But anywho, so I pull down my pants, and I'm just so worried that I'm about to see just a cake of chocolate
I was
shit.
positive that you had shit yourself.
But I pull them down, clean as a whistle. Clean.
Scary.
Forever unclean. But yeah, no, I had not shit myself. But the smell of a fart when you're on acid is repulsive.
It really,
Note to self,
really did smell
Do
like you
not
shit
go to
yourself.
a city that does paper milling
I mean, to be fair
on
though,
acid.
to be fair though, you had some wet farts the rest of the night.
Oh, you're calling her out now.
It's true. But there was never a
Well, no,
question if I shit myself.
We're at that
We
stage.
were already coming down. They did stink.
Well, yeah, but I didn't
and
shit
let's prove
myself.
it. Let's
I didn't
ruminate.
shit myself. Okay, go ahead, Gary. I'm sorry.
Let's pause this right here and say, hey, they're at that stage of the relationship where they're not afraid to fart in front of each other.
Oh, that was immediate.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
it was,
you guys rock! I
It was
love
like
it.
our second or third time. We were just laying around at her apartment, and I turned to her and I go, "Hey, is it cool for us to fart around each other now?" And she's like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit." And I let out just one mean stinker.
It was bad.
I
And I'm like, "You're stuck with me now."
kind of did the same thing. She closed the car door and she got in.
You told me
Yeah,
about
I got
this.
in. She got in, but before she got in, I let a fucking ripper.
Good
She
God.
gets in, and we're going down the road, and I locked the windows because I knew.
So mean.
Well, it's a litmus test. Can she handle this?
Oh my God.
And she's like, "Oh my God!" She goes to roll down the window. You motherfucker! And starts giggling and choking at the same
Oh,
time, and I'm
God.
like, "We can hang."
Oh my God.
I've had one of those moments when I was a kid, though.
What, military MRE farts?
No, so I grew up in a family where we went to a buffet every week.
Oh, okay.
And
Yes. Shoney's got it.
There was a specific Chinese buffet called Chinatown Buffet in Janesville.
Rest in peace.
It was. I had a terrible experience there. I went to use the bathroom, and an employee came out after taking a monster shit, did not flush, did not wash his
Oh
hands.
God.
Oh, you got that. I got to witness him doing coke off the urinal.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, no,
Classy.
fuck Chinatown Buffet. World
It's
Buffet is
done.
where it's at.
I was
But
gonna say,
anywho,
well, all buffets are done. Let's be honest.
so oh yeah, no.
So
Rest in peace, Golden Corral. You were only open for a few months, and then COVID happened. They were one of the first to open back up. But anyway, so I am a person who over-engorges myself while I am at a buffet. Thank you very much. And
That was more of a fucking request for the beer, folks. Not.
Yeah.
He's acknowledging that.
but no. So when I eat a whole lot of Chinese food, I have the
MSG
silent.
shits.
I have the silent but deadlies.
Yes,
And
the best silent but deadly.
We were riding home, and I was in the back of the car, and like my
Monica's
parents
agreeing.
My parents were fighting as usual, and
So it
I
was Tuesday.
I feel just the longest brush of air creep from betwixt my cheeks.
Okay, did it go back or front?
Front.
Ooh, hot balls.
It creeped forward.
Oh, hottie balls.
But yeah, so
Well, with women,
I'm like
it's a
sitting
lot
there.
different.
I'm like sitting there, like I'm feeling a whole lot better, and then the smell hits me,
Ugh.
and
And
I
I
start
enjoy this one, folks.
I start to giggle,
Oh, God.
and
Yes.
eventually, my parents stop arguing, and my mom asks
Oh,
me,
shit.
My mom asks me, Dalton, what are you laughing at? And I start laughing even harder, and then she just goes, oh my God! And I am just fucking letting out all of my laughter. They roll down all the windows like, Dalton, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, guess you can't take me to Chinatown Buffet anymore.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, no, I love those parts where I know how bad it's going to stink, and then I'm just laughing, waiting for the other person to smell
And
it.
the evil giggle always happens.
The evil giggle. I think I've had that with you before.
You have.
Yeah.
Just like sitting there smiling, just waiting to murder me slowly.
It's slow poisoning.
It is.
Because that shit sticks to your lungs.
Ugh, God.
Pun intended.
Soul.
Pun intended. Gary's going to the bathroom, guys. That means it's time for Dalton to talk about The Witcher.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm just kidding. We can talk about more farts if you want.
We don't have to talk about
What do you want to talk about?
Ah,
Was there anything else about the trip that we didn't get to?
I don't know. I think that's about everything.
Yeah, I know that we're at about an hour, and we wanted to keep this one short and sweet, so we might just wait for Gary to get back and see if he has any other questions. But
I have a question.
what's up?
How's Betty?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Gary has to be here
Gary
to moderate.
has to do it? Oh,
Gary doesn't have to be
doesn't.
here. Gary doesn't have to be here.
Ha, I'm right.
All right, so I guess
I'm more concerned about zipping my balls in my fucking zipper before moderating shit.
Rose gave those back to you?
Yes.
well, I'm free.
Yes, because I'm fucking snipped. I love it.
Yeah, Gary, did you have any questions for us?
I did, but some of them were actually answered. The bathroom experiences, the eating. Did you look at your feet?
Ooh,
No, I did not. I
And did
looked
tell
at
him
my.
not to look at his face.
That was actually the first question I had.
I gave him a couple
Is like, dude,
suggestions
yeah.
before we started.
Well, we also had given him suggestions around the fire pit
Yeah.
too. It's like, dude, don't look in the mirror.
Yep.
And prepare to meet yourself if you do.
Yeah, and those are.
I said, don't look
I
in
can't
the
believe I
mirror.
didn't talk about
I
my.
said, don't. Like, if you get stuck on a bad thought, don't just stay with it.
Yeah.
Say something.
Yeah. Peter Pan that shit. Happy thoughts.
I did that a lot. I had to
Yeah.
reach out to you and say like, "Hey, I can't do this thing," or
Yeah.
"Hey, this is bothering me." But I did have kind of like, I wouldn't call it a spiritual awakening because it is just something that I have already recognized in myself.
And you'd have to have a spirit.
I took that.
I'm not a ginger, but no.
Yeah, my daughter is fuck.
I was realizing my anxiety a whole lot more, and
Oh, yeah, you had your revelation.
yeah, I had this revelation while we were on a walk, and I
Satisfying.
think I just said something simple like pay attention to the right now or something
Yeah,
like that.
So, like, stay in the moment or something.
Stay in the now,
Stay-
man.
Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of my big spiritual awakening. Like I just need to stop dreading too much about the future because I do that a lot.
And there is no future.
Yeah, there's only the right now.
There's
and
as well as COVID-19.
there is no future. This
and
is the end of the
episode
world.
19. Next month or next week is the end of the world when we
Yeah,
do COVID, at Monday night COVID-19.
Do you want to? Oh my God! So I just had an idea for episode 19. Do you want to talk about what we're going to do for the end of the world next week?
Definitely play that goddamn song by REM.
Okay.
It's the end of the world as we know it. Karaoke by Bad Habits Network.
And
Honestly-
demonetized.
There you go. I like that. Catchy. I'm honestly thinking of the next 3 steps.
We should open next week's episode not even with the usual intro, just
abs-
you and me, soundbite of that right there, just you and me,
Why-
just no
Yeah.
effort. It's the end of the world. As we know. That'll be next week's intro.
Love it.
I was going to go with the most popular part about that song. Bob Ross. Sorry.
Oh God! So you heard one word in that?
Yeah, almost.
But yeah.
think.
So I I did look in the mirror, but I didn't do it too long. I knew that, only don't focus on anything. But I did
Flowers.
Yeah, focus on the flowers.
Focus on the flowers.
Nature is sometimes a good thing to just focus on, but be careful what nature you're doing, because if you're doing like lion nature videos, or any carnivore videos,
no, gracias.
Stick with the plants.
Stick with the plants. Sometimes insects. Stick with the peaceful critters and maybe a honey badger, because they are just so ridiculous.
No, honey badgers are the most fucking ravenous animal on the planet.
They give zero fucks. So it's either one extreme or another. Extremely peaceful, panda bears, or
panda bear.
The look on her face when I said panda bears. So cute.
Panda bear is my spirit animal,
and they get so fucking high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just like koalas.
But so I did glance at my face, and I realized why you don't, because you do get like lost in a thought. I don't remember what I was thinking about, but I turned myself away from that. But so I didn't look at my I didn't really stare at my hands or my feet or anything, but I did find myself getting lost in my tattoos in the shower. Those are always fun to look at.
Those are good to look at, two things, because one, art, and two, science, in my opinion. Last time I looked at my tattoo, when I may or may not have been doing it, I was thinking about it on a molecular level. Like certain scientific facts, like if you rip or get road rash on a tattoo, it actually refreshes the tattoo. Folks, you can try this at home. I don't recommend it.
Grab some sandpaper.
What is it? Indian arm?
Indian burn or snake bite, or fall off your motorcycle. Not fun. Especially when it's over 800 fucking pounds and you have to pick the cocksucker back up. But I was thinking about things on a molecular level at times. Like if you watch All-Star Superman, where Lex Luthor actually makes the concoction to give himself Superman's powers for 24 hours.
Okay.
He starts seeing things at the molecular level, and he is just... that is... DC got it right when it come to an acid trip.
Huh.
I am not kidding you. He's like, I can see everything. And I'm like, is Lex Luthor tripping? That was my first thought.
I mean, it's very well likely, like, Superman does have, like...
Super duper vision.
And
he can see things he can focus on a microscopic level.
Yeah.
And it's been, in certain canonical sense of the term of DC lore,
well, and then
he has actually given a lobotomy just by looking at a person.
I heard about that. But, so I think if you... Now this is nerd talk. If you look at it like...
She punched out.
So,
well, technically no, because we're
she's
still correlating...
She's more of a DC person.
Well, I like DC better.
Yeah, because they actually use real science and facts.
And DC's not for kids.
Thank God now. So you're a fan of the Red Hood then?
Yes.
Awesomes.
But so if you look at the way Superman has his vision, how he can look at things on a molecular level, this is very new to Lex Luthor. So the way Superman can see every single molecule is the same way that our eyes can constantly see our own noses. Our brain just chooses to ignore it.
Yeah.
That's a true fact. You can look it up.
Okay, damn, I'll be damned.
Yeah, but so
if you think about it and you're just like staring, then you can start to see your nose.
Yeah.
I went cross-eyed to see my nose. Don't do it, folks.
But yeah, no, so Lex Luthor is just discovering this for the first time, so that's why it seems like he's tripping. He's just seeing the same way Superman sees.
And I was correlating that to what you were describing. Mm-hmm. Because for me, and obviously Monica, she's, dare I say, our newest trip advisor.
I like it.
5 stars on Yelp.
Brown acid. Do not recommend.
10 out of 10. Would write again.
Yeah. Her or the acid?
Both.
Yes.
Okay, new question.
What's acid sex?
Yes, thank you.
Great.
Because you said you did mushroom sex.
Yeah.
Microdose mushroom sex.
Yeah.
Did you do the Did you do the sexy time peak or ebb or peak or valley?
I think
valley.
it was
coming down.
Yeah.
Did you do her valley while you were in the valley?
Uh-huh.
Couldn't resist.
That's
Dad joke.
between us and the
The
sheets.
sheets.
Jinx.
Wait, you actually cover up?
No.
And you were... Okay, thank you. And you were on acid, huh? I figured you'd more for a hole in the sheet guy.
Oh my god.
I didn't have a condom or a
it's
Ziploc,
Yahweh.
so I had to use
Ew.
something. What?
Ew.
Saran wrap only. I'm a classy bitch. Gary's face.
Gotta save that peanut butter jelly for later.
Now I did it. The only time you should do peanut butter and jelly is with mushrooms, okay, folks?
But no, it was... I actually really like mashed potatoes and mushrooms.
Yeah, because I
Okay,
grind them up in the coffee grinder. Yeah,
Manual or automatic?
automatic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, grind them up in the coffee grinder, sprinkle them on some mashed potatoes, mix it up real good. Don't taste nothing.
Well, I was going to actually recommend maybe not rinsing or brushing out the coffee grinder for the next morning.
That'd be fun.
I'm just so happy to be at work. Holy shit, everything feels great.
This soap, have you smelled it?
I see all these grammatical errors, but they look so pretty.
I'll leave it. It grammatically sucks, but the artwork in the grammar is great.
Fucking Dan Cummins, my favorite comedian, he recently did a podcast on...
Shrooms with
he did it on
Bone
Shrooms.
Collector?
The Bone Collector, that's what I was going
Dude,
to say.
fucking listen to Ari Shafir.
But
That guy does more illicit drugs than every fucking man in America.
So
Do you
he
know
does,
about,
This Is Not Happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
do you know about
love that
As well as the Legion of Skanks.
do you know about Shane Moss?
Elaborate.
Shane Moss is from Wisconsin, actually. I think he's from like La Crosse or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's a stand-up comedian, and I think I told you about this. He was on Pete Holmes' podcast a bunch of times, and one story that he told was like he's done so many hallucinogenics. He's done DMT like 100 times, acid, all that shit.
Oh, you talked about this.
Yeah,
He's
there was
dying.
there was one time. God, way to give it away.
You're welcome.
But you're worse than Gary.
No, you
But-
actually said this on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her first appearance on the show.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I am so good at active listening, even to myself. But
Give your nuts a tug, Shorzy.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't. I shouldn't talk about it now since I already talked about it before. But
No, it's just a good recap. Guys,
okay,
if you want to
well,
hear the original topic, Google that shit back a few minutes.
also, fucking listen to
episodes.
Listen to any episode of You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes that has Shane Moss on it. He's got some really entertaining stories. Like
A.K.A. Dalton's life.
once he got so paranoid on drugs that he convinced himself that he had a plot to kill the president, and he had himself committed. But
Pete Holmes
yeah,
or the other guy?
Shane Moss. No, he's the object of interest here.
Okay.
But
Sorry.
yeah,
I was
so
active listening.
once while he was on tour, that's fine. You can listen back to this episode later.
Probably not.
That's why I usually don't apologize when I don't hear some or remember something on this show. I'll just mental note, listen back to this, and I'll remember that.
Bullshit.
That's why fucking when we were hanging out the other week, and you kept on saying that the bridge by what is it, Johnson Street?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Would be perfect for magnet fishing.
And then you fucking hit me back, and I knew you listened to the show.
This was
I
this
never
wasn't
brought
on
it
the
up
air.
because you hit me back like 5 days. Okay, let's be honest. 3 days later,
It was the next day.
say, dude, I just drove by it. You're right. And then there's this other place because it's the old Janesville crime mafia area.
I didn't tell you that.
Oh, whoops.
I think this is a conversation you had with someone else. No,
Sean.
we were hanging out.
No, it was legit, Sean. You
Okay.
and him overlapped a little bit.
Yeah, so when you and I went to Luke's Deli for lunch, we were hanging out after. Both
Mad
of us
shout out to Luke's Deli, guys. Unpaid promo.
both of us were under a food coma, and we were just watching magnet fishing videos, and you told me about this bridge.
Yes.
And I was just giving you a dead stare. Like, on the inside, I felt like it was very disrespectful, that I didn't reply at all, but mentally I was just like, I don't fucking know where that is, and I don't know how to respond. But so the next day, I happened to be in that neighborhood, and I saw the footbridge, and I was like, oh, yeah, that would be cool for magnet fishing.
One of our unnamed sponsors, Gary Hamre, HAMRE, .lifevantage.net. Dalton also had another first.
What's up?
You had the NAD.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I gave you a dose of the... because we both were suffering from the itis. And I gave you one of the nutrigenomic supplements that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Cured the fucking itis quickly. I'm like, I feel better. You're like laying on the couch and then you sit up and go, yeah? Yeah, I can see why you were into this.
Yeah, and I do want to get back into taking those supplements because I used to take Alpha Brain like years ago, and it's a very
thank you, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's a similar thing, but I really do want to get into LifeVantage as soon as I start getting paid again, because I like feeling awake, and we've already talked about how I can't do caffeine,
but yet you can do Axio.
Yeah. Axio works
like a motherfucker. It makes I'll even go on board. It makes Red Bull look like shit, especially because Red Bull you have a crash.
Yeah, and I did have a caffeine addiction with Monster and Bang Energy.
Same as me.
And I found that it got to the point where if I drink it, it gives me anxiety, but if I don't drink it, I am dead tired. So I had to quit it.
Yeah, lesser of two evils. Axio, you didn't have any anxiety with it.
No, none at all. And yeah, I do want to...
and as soon as I get more orders, I'm going to send some your way, Monica.
Swoon.
But not over here, huh? Okay. No, I have it.
Dude,
like once
you
a
get
week
one
when I
like
come
fucking
here.
every fucking time you're in here, except for tonight because I'm out.
No, it's all good. And
fucking you and some of the guests that have been previously on this show just tap me the fuck out.
That's understandable.
It's good fucking show fuel.
But no, I'm trying to remember now
where we were.
Going back to acid, I know I was talking about my tattoos.
Oh, yes. And then I went on the molecular level and I detoured every
No, we were talking about acid sex. That's right.
Yeah, and then I went acid sex. Yes.
Yeah, so acid sex and mushroom sex are very similar, but acid sex is better for two reasons. One, everything is more intense, and two, you can't taste the mushrooms. What's up?
I'm going to back up on that one because you microdosed. I'm going to ask you to do a restudy on that one.
Well, we got to get a hold some
I'll work
shrooms.
on it.
Eventually. It's a future plan for quarantine number 2.
It's like we're looking for...
It's going to be for Monday Night COVID 20. Okay. Episode 1.
Yeah, I've got a standing order.
Cool
Just
beans.
waiting to hear.
Cool beans, honey bunny. Otherwise, ears to the ground, nose to the grindstone. We'll go at this like search party for a child who's been missing for 13 weeks.
Or a dead body in a car at the bottom of a river.
We're gonna comb those
New
fucking
thing I've
forests
dived
for
down
sure.
on. Fuck these. I love my kids, but goddamn, do you get me down some weird rabbit holes? Scuba diving for dead bodies.
Fun.
These
rivers.
kids are into some dark shit. My little brother,
especially Am.
My little
Jesus
brother.
Christ.
My parents had to start screening what my little brother watches because he started watching like some really fucked up shit, and he's 7 years old. But
does he do it on his own?
Yeah, he has his own fucking tablet, and I never got my own computer until I was, high school, maybe.
Bitch, I didn't get a fucking family computer until I was in high school. I didn't get cable until senior year.
I saw that coming.
No, I'm not trying to fucking pull that when I was your age bullshit, but it's legit. I was in a poor family.
But no, like my little brother started getting
Still
into
am.
like this kid is so fucking spoiled. More spoiled than I was. He
now who's the elder millennial?
Yeah. But no, like he has his own tablet, so he has access to the internet, and he got into watching like these really creepy videos, and he started playing with his action figures, and he'd call them his voodoo dolls and shit. And
so he's the next Slenderman girl.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, watching the Slenderman Girls documentary with you, it made me think like, man, and Takai has an easily moldable mind.
Wait, your brother's name is Takai?
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, something caught my attention. I have to take care of it.
Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about now.
You're looking at the wrong person.
Okay.
Well, sex. Everyone wants to know about, like, the sex.
The sex was fun. I don't want to go into those details.
Why?
What do you want to know?
It's not me. It's the listeners.
What do they want to know?
All right, yeah. What are the
Personally,
listeners saying?
No. Personally, on a level of personal, on a personal level,
Yeah.
I'm going to go on record that I really do respect you, Monica, and I'm
Okay,
not trying to
thanks.
be like pervy
It's cool
or
if there's at least one person.
greasy, dirty old man kind of thing. I know one of our listeners fits that bill big time.
He runs a show on here, doesn't he?
No, he does not. He actually has carte blanche, the Grape Ape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the dirty, greasy man who loves the topic of sex, but only because of the entertainment value, says him.
Sure.
But for you,
Yes.
and you're with the thick men's,
Thick men.
it is not your first, how do I put it politely, rodeo.
No, it is not.
So 4 out of 5 would recommend, or
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. So
She's just being nice.
No, she's not. I see. No, the look on her. She is a very telling face when she talks.
Yeah.
So when she is honest, you can actually tell it. When she is like it's not my thing, you can tell it. She dig you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You're her thick men's.
I like them and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I like you and stuff.
Cool.
There it is. There it is. So what is on the next bill for Monica? What is your next travel plans with Mr. Dalton here?
Once all the leaves start to change,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yes.
take another acid trip. Yeah, I'm planning
I'm
the
half
other
happy
direction.
on that one.
I'm planning the other direction instead of going towards the art museum, going into like the nature preserve and
I
stuff.
have a few places to recommend if you don't know them.
Oh, I definitely will take recommendations.
Okay. Do you know where Hudson, Wisconsin is?
Yeah.
Okay. That Hudson all the way south to Prairie du Chien.
Okay. All right.
Or you could pull an Andrew Knight, go up to Hurley, Wisconsin, pop 12 tabs of acid, and go to a few strip clubs.
I mean, I'm always trying to go to a
We
strip
would have
club.
to have. I was gonna say we'd have to have Jose there just for recompense. I want to see Jose on this show again for that.
He's a good cuddler in a full size bed.
You knew where I was going.
He
I want.
he and-
He's
he and
so
I only
full
sh-
size. He can
I
cuddle
feel so
both of
fucking
you.
bad. I
Oh,
want.
you just did the Karen clap. Oh, that's so precious.
I feel so bad. I didn't know that when I booked the hotel that Jose was gonna room with us too. So like we got done with the show up in Hurley, and so he comes up to Andrew and me, and he's like, "So, what's the address of the hotel that we're staying at?" And I'm like,
What's this wee shit?
"Yeah, what's this wee shit?" And like I don't think that maybe it was just a detail that wasn't explained enough, or maybe it was just something that I overlooked.
Okay.
But I didn't know that Jose was supposed to be rooming with us. I thought it was just going to be Andrew and me sleeping in a hotel room, but it was going to be 3 dudes, 2 beds. And Andrew lucked out. He got to have a bed to himself because he dropped his hoodie in a toilet.
That poor bastard. Okay, folks, let me explain a social dichotomy of Wisconsin. Hoodies are the fucking golden fleeces.
Yeah, you don't need to wash it. A hoodie is the same material as a shirt, but you don't have to wash it as much as you wash a shirt. That is your fucking jacket. That is your suit.
As well as the fact that the origin of the hoodie to a girl gift or stolen hoodie originated from Wisconsin.
I've had too goddamn many of those things stolen.
You just gave me a hoodie.
It was a size medium, and I bought it so that I
medium.
could. I bought it.
Large.
I bought it so I could dress up as Fat Thor last Halloween.
Okay. The first dad moment I realized I had, one of my daughter's good male friends gave her a hoodie. And I'm looking at you.
How long ago did this happen?
Last year.
Oh boy, you do have to be.
That was your first time you
washing your
realized
back.
you were a dad?
Oh, no. The first time I realized I was a dad was Jebba Ballsack Dad. My hypothetical fucking theory of how men start as women in the womb.
Yeah, and I have no desire of seeing my personality reflected in a child.
I hate to say it. That 9-year-old girl is definitely keyed onto my personality.
And I know how I was when I was 9. I don't want to see that shit. No human being deserves to have my thoughts.
Dog, she reads books without asking.
That's a quality kid you got there.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
It is
And
dangerous.
Mo's got some books that she can recommend. Maybe not some
Not for kids, no.
No.
No, let's keep it. Hardy Boys-esque.
Okay, yeah, no, I got nothing.
I never read Hardy Boys.
I didn't either. It was more V.C. Andrews.
Okay.
I like the other perspective better than the male perspective, so I could learn my enemy. Just saying, I was a part of No Ma'am for a minute.
First book series that I ever got into without anyone like pushing it onto me, like in a school.
Death of Superman.
No, I read that
Indian
in high
in the
school.
cupboard.
I bet I know what it is.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. I'm about to say it. Series of unfortunate events.
Knew
No
it.
shit, Lemony Snicket's.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
technically it was...
Let's go on a different venue. Jim Carrey's version or...
Oh, NPH.
Really?
I thought that Jim
You like
Carrey's...
the NPH?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know Dr. Horrible's sing-along.
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
the fact that they brought Nathan Fillion back, it was like a little
Captain
fucking reunion.
motherfucking Hammer.
It was a little goddamn reunion. But no, like, and I think the directors like understood the material so much better, and Jim Carrey was just way too self-indulgent when it came to his
He was over the
performances.
top.
And like he played a great Count Olaf, but they went too far into letting him be like, okay, Jim, just be you, forget Lemony.
I was gonna say, if I may, it went Lemony Snicket's meets Liar Liar. He overacted the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, well, and
aggressively campy.
Well, to be fair though, I mean, Count
not
Olaf.
like it
That's a good way. That's a good way to explain it.
Well.
I did like it because of how he addressed the baby.
Yeah, but
Because that's what I call my son. I'm sorry, I don't speak monkey.
Well, that's how I talk to any child. But
no,
that's because I'm not a person on the inside.
no, you are. We've established that.
But
Purple flowers and green lights.
Just a pure boy.
But I don't think that
Stickmin.
I don't think they really understood the source material when it came to the Jim Carrey version.
Okay, the Jim Carrey
it was kind of
version-
like you had this wacky character, and like to be fair to Jim Carrey, the overacting, Count Olaf is a bad actor. So
agreed,
it fits.
and he proved that in the depiction of Count Olaf. But he also, from an actor standpoint, he also proved his range in douchey acting.
Yeah.
But that movie also explained and elaborated on a lot of fucking actors' reigns, like the police chief, ironically Cedric the Entertainer.
Well, so what I'm glad that you bring up Cedric the Entertainer, because the way that they wrote the world in the Nickelodeon version.
Thank you.
Did you know that this was?
Yes, I did. Yes,
yeah, the
I did,
Nickelodeon
and thank
version
you.
with Jim Carrey. It was basically like there's this wacky character, Count Olaf, and his band of misfits. Then everyone else is just fucking normal.
It
like,
felt like they vaguely explained the plot points of the book, and then they were like, "Okay, we'll make a movie." Like,
yeah,
you didn't actually.
Oh, so
read
Liar
it.
Liar
it's
with
like
Lemony Snicket's.
Cedric's only line in the movie was like, "All right, so let me paint this little picture for you. I got woken up at 4:00 in the morning. I come here. Guy gets bitten in the snake. It's cut and dry." I'm paraphrasing, but he's a normal fucking dude. This is a cop from New York that you brought to this reptile sanctuary
At 5 a.m.
It doesn't fucking make any sense. Like it.
So you want me to get this straight? I kneeled up. Never mind, I can't say that.
But then what I love about the NPH version is that everyone has their little antic that makes them right to be in this world.
Yes.
And actually, one little thing that I really love about there is at least one actor who ties both films together. She played the mom in Home Alone.
Okay.
She played Justice Strauss in the Jim Carrey version.
And
then she
also
played
played
the evil
Mom-
eye doctor in the
Netflix version.
yeah, the one where they worked at the lumber mill.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
also played the mom of Beetlejuice, the mom in Beetlejuice.
I mean, yeah, that's
Dude,
an observation.
no,
okay,
no.
okay, yeah.
Beetlejuice.
All right, okay.
Beetlejuice. Tim Burton has a lot of.
He doesn't like Tim Burton.
I don't like Tim Burton, but Beetlejuice
Okay.
is.
There has to be something wrong with
So
him.
I wasn't allowed to watch Beetlejuice when I was a kid. That's
Shocker.
actually the only reason why. That's actually the only reason why I still haven't seen Beetlejuice. I just never gotten around to it. But
we're watching that tonight.
Dude, that is like Michael Keaton's best comedy.
and I fucking love Michael Keaton.
Have you seen Michael Keaton stand up?
He did stand up?
Yes. How do you think he got into the comedy genre?
I thought he was just a good actor.
No.
Right,
Fucking multiplicity is my jam.
Oh, dude, I like pizza, Steve. That's a steeple for this show.
I got this wallet.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put pizza in my wallet, Steve.
That movie is the reason
What a
why I started
chainsaw.
just naming everything Steve. I
Yes!
have a fucking hamster in Animal Crossing named Steve.
Another reason why I liked fucking Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. The monkey's name, and it's played by Neil Patrick Harris. Steve! Mustache. Steve! I am not shitting you. There's a lot of weird fucking 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon played with Neil Patrick Harris.
I love that goddamn commercial with Kevin Bacon where he's watching all the previous Kevin Bacon movies and he's like, well, you know, my wife tells me that if I keep watching all these Kevin Bacon movies, I might just turn into Kevin Bacon. And he looks back and then he crosses his fingers. It was Kevin Bacon talking about that shit. I thought that was funny.
It's like the new he's like the new Rob Lowe fucking weird commercial with digital versus direct.
I don't watch a lot of commercials. I
caught the ones where you could be Rob Lowe or you could be dirty bowling alley Rob Lowe or whatever.
I might have seen that. That sounds a little familiar.
It made a Super Bowl commercial.
Okay.
It's non-point. But guys, if you do like what you're listening to and you like what you hear what you like, click the heart icon, subscribe to us on Patreon, kinda. Also, give us a subscribe, whatever they do on Spotify. Click the heart icon, smash that like button, as the kids say on YouTube. There's this wellness watch of. We made a reference to it. It's like Betty White Wellness Watch from Abducted Donut Cross.
Lick the ladder.
Animal Crossing, Donut Crossing.
It's recently abducted. I have
recently donated.
Recently abducted on Instagram.
Okay.
Dalton James Pfeiffer on Facebook. Half Eaten Donut on Snapchat.
Monica, we could definitely find on a lineup witness.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
I recognize those eyes, officer.
Just waiting for my day in jail.
Just hearing the way he cleared his throat. I know. That's his voice.
Like the ladder.
You see those tattoos on his face?
Yes. Hi, Kenny.
Just having tattoos on his face doesn't mean that he killed someone, but the fact that he's arrested for allegedly killing someone and he has face tattoos.
Oh, you know Kenny the Midget.
Betty White Wellness Watch. Welcome to Betty White Wellness Watch, the show within a show where we take a break from all the goofs and laughs and check in on the well-being of America's golden girl. Gary's leaving. We'll just sit. We'll just sit with our thoughts for just a minute here. We're gonna talk for a little bit, take a little break while Gary takes his poop. Gary's here we have a Gary in his natural habitat. He's dropping his trousers. I like that you got rid of the wall so that we can just look at you while you're taking a shit. What's that? Have you gotten that mole checked out? Right there, right on your inner thigh.
Not yet.
No, the left one.
Oh, the left one? I thought it was the right.
You got them in similar places on either thigh, so I'm just trying to figure it out. The one that looks, it's a little dark, and has it gotten larger than the last time I saw it? Oh, that's one of your balls.
Yeah, no, that's 3 more hairs.
Oh, okay. Is it weird that one of his balls hangs lower than the other two?
No, totally normal.
Okay, all right.
It's like the left nipple hanging lower than the right.
Yeah, welcome back to Betty White Wellness Watch, you guys.
I hate you.
She's fine. Betty White's fine.
Monica, we can definitely find in a lineup.
Yep.
At Dalton, we can find at DJP. I'm sorry, Dalton James Pfeiffer on Facebook. Snapchat?
I already said it. Half-eaten donut. Oh, okay. He's been active listening.
Had to prove a point.
This is why I only like talking about myself, then I don't have to listen to details about other people.
But you don't even pay attention to when you do that.
I know. I'm on a downward spiral.
Claire likes me. I don't talk.
Yeah.
But yet I had to turn your gain up on this episode.
She doesn't have a lot of opinions, so I like that about her. I like a quiet woman.
Dahmer or no, do not like a quiet woman.
Just means we're plotting.
One episode we will have Monica do a specific women against men or women against society fucking thing.
It's going to be a women against Dalton.
Hot.
Dude, we should probably have. Never mind. I'm not going to go. Well, I'm not going to go down that fucking avenue. Women Against Dalton. Your mother will be on.
I don't want to meet half that crowd.
Especially your mother. So I was gonna go with like Monster, like the Charlize Theron movie, the Monster, where she's
the one where she cosplayed as my mom.
She was a whore that killed her
The
Johns.
truck driver.
Oh,
Or she was a prostitute who killed
Thank you.
truck
What's her
drivers.
name? Lorraine? No.
Eileen?
Eileen.
To the left.
back into the left. Back
JFK reference. Back and to the left. So, guys, again, if you like what you're hearing, you hear what you like, click the heart icon. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube that shit. Other formats we may or may not be on. Discord, join that shit, because who knows. Changes are coming soon. We're probably going to be doing a little bit more on YouTube with, like, I don't know, fucking magnet fishing. Thanks to our sponsors and Patreon dollars, we have access to GoPros and shit like that now. So thank you guys for your help with that. So, yeah. This episode really brought to you by the letters L, S, and D. Yikes. And the number 420.
My favorite.
Anyone else got a fuck to give?
I like thick men.
Thick man.
I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give. No more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt.
Eight dick.